Honorable Rodriguez.
Thank you, Madam Chair, distinguished colleagues, respected endorsers. Let me just comment first on the prefatory statement. Yesterday, I really acknowledged the statement and the lyrics given by the Honorable De Lima on whatever you go to come here, get here, by train, by car, by plane, by boat. And that is the song, Get Here, by Oleta Adams. Thank you. But in the prefatory statement, it seems that the prefatory statement is from the man from La Mancha, the impossible dream. I like to ask, is the quest to impeach the Vice President an impossible dream?
Not at all.
Okay, so the prefatory statement should have been changed. There should be something more positive than negative. Otherwise, impossible dream is an impossible dream. But anyway, I go now, Madam Chair, to the grounds. We will methodically go into the grounds to try to go to trial against the Vice President. So, number one, the first ground is Vice President Duterte committed culpable violation of the Constitution. There is none. There's no direct. We cannot have a violation of general principles of state policies. There has to be a point, according to the Supreme Court, there has to be clear, specific provision that is directly violated by the impeachable official. There is none. There is no allegation on that. Next, and this is where there is what we have to discuss, because there are many underlying grounds for betrayal of public trust. The first one, as stated in the complaint, is committing plunder. Madam Chair, plunder is on the Republic Act 7080. You have to put in here all the elements of plunder, which are for misappropriation, conversion, misuse or malversation of public funds, receiving the commissions. He receives the money, the kickbacks, you see, illegal fraudulent conveyance of assets, or taking advantage. All of these were not alleged in the complaint. So we take out plunder. Now, malversation. Malversation is governed, Madam Chair, by the law on Article 217 of the Revised Penal Code. So there are also requirements for malversation to support betrayal of public trust. And the elements here is that the offender is public officer, and as decided by the Supreme Court, she should be an accountable officer. The Vice President is not an accountable officer. Oh, who are the accountable officers? By definition, according to the Supreme Court, accountable officers are cashiers, treasurers, property officers, and the like. She is the Vice President. And so therefore, this malversation cannot prosper as stated directly. However, this is where it will be. However, there is allegation here that there is conspiracy. Ayan. The accountable officer, if there is conspiracy by the head of office, under the ruling of the Supreme Court, there may be malversation through conspiracy. That is what they are going to therefore make as a support for committing betrayal of public trust. And then, graft and corruption. It is governed by Republic Act 3019, Article 3. So, paragraph 3, E, F. And there is also no clear allegation that because of his office, he gave due advantage or she received kickbacks. This is confidential fact. And so therefore, Madam Chair, we could not also say that there is graft and corruption. Secondly, and lastly, other high crimes, very far from it. In this case, the allegation is that there is a misappropriation of 500 million in the OVP. 125 of that was 2022. 375 in 2000. Now, what is the status now of that particular finding by the COA? Madam Chair, the COA saw that there is lack of funds, lack of supporting documents, documentary evidence of payments. But there is no COA finding of corruption of the Vice President. This is just the lack of documentary evidence of payments to the respective beneficiaries. And then we also have, Madam Chair, in this case, graft and corruption is defined, the Supreme Court said it's about 3019. So in this case, there is no, when did the Vice President receive the money? Where was it deposited? So, therefore, receiving these gifts or kickbacks under 3019.
If I may interrupt, Honorable Rodriguez, you are more than 5
I'm
minutes,
just going
so
to wind
kindly
up,
wrap
Madam
up.
Chair. I'm just going to wind up. And then other high crimes, it is far from other high crimes. So therefore, Madam Chair, these are my observations, and we are going to say, and I'm going to state here, that as far as betrayal of public trust, there is a recital of facts sufficient. Substance to go to trial. The particular case here, there was observation, audit observation, and there was notice of disallowance. That's correct. But then the Vice President has appealed this to the Commission on Audit. As to allegations found by our committees on Mary Status, these are to be explained in the trial. And so therefore, I find that the first ground, there is substance in substance of this one. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Honorable
Vocal, Avi, Black.